Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be filming a March budget with me. I haven't filmed one of these in basically 2 months, and I have actually been budgeting. I just haven't been recording it. But since I got this papery planning budgeting bundle, I should call it, I have been feeling more inspired to just like keep posting my financial journey with you guys. This thing is amazing, you guys. I used to use the life planner by Erin Condren and have to buy like all these stickers and all that jazz, but now with papery planning, it comes with everything for a fairly decent price. It's not very expensive at all. It comes with the calendar overview, goals and habits you want to track, of course the budgeting page, weekly check-in, debt tracker, and sinking funds. And honestly, that's all I need. But I felt like with the Erin Condren, I was just having to buy like lots and lots of stickers and like do it myself, like make my own lines and all that stuff, and I just didn't have time for it, I should say. So at one point I did start writing my budget on like basically a piece of scrap paper. But anyways, I'm just gonna get straight into the March budget. I did buy these stickers though to go on it, just because I wanted to add a little pop of color. Everything comes in black and white, and I love that because it allows me to specialize it and color it the way I want to. So I'm gonna add on these stickers and then we'll start in the budget. Okay, so starting off with rent. Our rent changes every single month, and that's because our rent includes our water bill. So that's why it actually changes. Our actual base pay for our rent is, I believe, like $9.35, and then they add the water on top of that. So basically, I never know what to expect. I just know it's going to be over $9.35, and then I like guesstimate. I guesstimate how much the water is going to be. And lately, at first, I want to say it was around $9.60, but lately it's been getting a little bit closer to the $9.70 amount. So I'm just going to budget $9.70 to make sure that we can cover it. Next, we have Target. And for those who do not know, yes, I do have a Target card that we use regularly just to get household items, really, and like little small things. Our Target card is not a huge deal to us when it comes to paying off our debt that we have, because honestly the balance is like very small, and yeah, we pay it off every single month. So we just kind of keep it at that. So I'm just going to budget $50 for that. Then we have Best Buy, which is another credit card. You guys are gonna realize that we have a bunch of credit cards, sorta, kinda, but that's the point. We're trying to pay this off. So Best Buy, I'm going to say it's $120. And then we have our electric, which we actually just got the bill for yesterday, and I know for sure that that bill is $126 and some change, but I'm just gonna put $127. Then, oh, a huge update. So if you've seen my videos in the past, you would know that we actually had two Discovers, my husband's Discover card and my Discover card. Well, this past month, my husband paid off his Discover, and we are so happy because that is $3,000 and something. We do not have to worry about paying back. So now we only have my Discover, which we identify as Discover number 2. And for that, I'm just gonna say $130. And then we also have my USAA. I was actually supposed to pay off this USAA card a fairly long time ago. However, I am a registered behavior tech, and during the, I should say, holiday months, so more like November and December, I had no clients at all, which meant I was not working, and we had to stop what we were doing, I should say, and really budget ourselves so that we wouldn't find ourselves in a deep hole. And I did not get a chance to pay off my USAA. The balance on it is very low because I paid as much as I could, and I was expecting for my next paycheck for me to possibly be able to pay it off, or my January paycheck to possibly be able to pay it off. But life happened, and I think I was really just counting my eggs before they hatched. So yes, I still technically owe my USAA. Again, it's very low, and when I say very low, I mean that it's like less it's less than $1,000. The USAA card is actually one of the cards that has the lowest APR. So we have been thinking about doing a credit balance transfer and putting some of the money that's on the Discover onto the USAA because the APR is so low, and we could benefit off of having a lower APR. So we're considering that. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, because I feel like it could be beneficial, but at the same time, again, I mean, it's another payment. I'm not really sure. I want to do more research on it. And then we have Rooms to Go, which I identify as RTG because my handwriting is so crappy today. I don't know what's going on. So we have Rooms to Go, which I'm just gonna say 103. I'm not actually sure. And then our phones. The whole phone situation. So my husband was able to get his phone with my phone provider, and he turned in his phone to like get a new phone, and it was like actually a trade-in promotion where you would get the new phone for half off. However, AT&T seems to like be giving us the runaround or having a little delay on understanding that we turned in a phone, so it should be half off. So right now they are trying to charge us like $232, but it should be more like 200 or somewhere in that area, because I think 232 is very expensive. And then for our sinking funds, this month we are not adding a lot towards sinking funds. That's mostly because I was very sick in the beginning of this month. I had a really bad sinus infection, so I missed a whole entire week of work, and it's coming back, I should say, to bite me in the butt for not going to work. I did take medicine and everything, but I did need to be out because I had no voice, and I didn't want to take paid time off. My job just like let me have off, and thank God to my bosses for being like so sweet and just being like, yeah, you can't even talk, stay home. But I kind of feel like I should have did, you know, PTO just to make sure, but it's whatever. It's kind of too late now, so not gonna ponder on that. Then we also have food and gas, which we always set at 500 and 120, and that is because we both go into work. So my husband is a school teacher, so he goes into work, and then my job requires me to drive house to house, and with driving house to house I have to use gas. So our gas is kind of high, and plus my husband has a car that is sort of kind of a gas guzzler. It takes me like $20 to fill up my tank, but it costs my husband like $30 to $35 depending on how low he lets it reach before he fills up. So 120 is just basically a base amount. It allows us both to fill up twice a month, I believe. And then like an extra 20 for if we go somewhere else. For example, if we go see my family or his family, they're about an hour away, so it gives us a little leverage. So next, for fixed expenses, we have my loan, which I took out many years ago. No, it's been almost, I think it's been 2 years. So for fixed expenses loan, and this amount already includes you know, like the interest and all that stuff in it. So the amount is, I just pay $208 every single month, and then if I can make an extra payment, I do. I just like throw like chump change at it, so I may put like another 20 towards it. I just kind of do whatever, but I don't put it in my variable because most of the time I just pay the $208 because it's not a priority. And then for insurances, this is car insurance and renter's insurance. So I just put down insurances. With all of that, it's actually $167, which is a good deal. Then we have our Wi-Fi, which is $100, which again, is kind of expensive, but where we live, there's no like Spectrum or Direct TV. I think our Wi-Fi is through some new company that I had never heard of until we moved here. And of course we wanted the highest Wi-Fi because I use my computer a lot. My husband's a teacher and also a musician, and he makes music and all that stuff. Yeah, so we needed like streaming services. We use a lot of technology basically. So we need to have great Wi-Fi. So we like pay for the highest one. And then we have our car payments. Car number 1 is my husband's. Car number 2 is mine. My husband has a pretty new car and it's a sports car. So yeah, that basically kind of explains why his is so high and mine is very cheap because I drive a 4-door, you know, sedan, and it's kind of old and it gets me from point A to point B. It's nothing fancy or anything like that. So I have a very low car payment compared to him. And then we have some subscriptions, and this basically includes Apple Music, Amazon, Netflix, and then an app I use on my phone. Yeah, so it includes all of that, and it's I think it's $25 a month. Honestly, I think it should be technically a little bit more, I think, because of the whole Netflix price going up. But for subscriptions, I am going to put $25 because I didn't see a problem with it last month. So, and I'm just going to put this as subs. I'm not going to actually write out subscriptions, and that's $25. Then we have our rings, which we pay $121 for. For those of you who are new, I just got married this past August, and I had a very small, intimate wedding. And I can give more details on how the wedding went because, as you know, we are in the middle of a pandemic and we still got married. And it was not what a lot of people think of a wedding, I should say. And also this month I need to pay for my RBT certification. So again, as I mentioned before, I am a behavior tech, and with that, I think every year I have to pay a fee to like recertify myself. So this month I have to pay, and it is, I believe, $45. I'm not sure if it's $35 and then $10 if you're late to recertify, or if it's actually $45. I can't remember. I'm just gonna say $45 just to be safe, and if we don't use the whole $45, you know, that's great, but I want to make sure that I have enough. So that is actually it for our monthly budget. And then down here, I'm just going to put in, oh, I know what I am forgetting. under variables, I forgot to add ties. So I'm not gonna tell you how much we're gonna put towards ties because that would expose how much our income is, but my husband and I are Christians, so we give 10%, which is ties, every single month to our church. So yes, I do want to make sure I have a line for that for when I come back later. And then right here where it says like summary, budget, actual, actually I didn't put this sticker on exactly correctly, whatever, I don't have time to actually fix it, so I'm just gonna put variable and fixed. So variable and fixed, I think I added these already together, and I got 2,582. And I know to myself that this does not include ties. So yeah. And then for my fix, I have that it will be 1,370. And that is it for today's video. If you want to see more financial videos, more cash envelope stuffing videos, all that good stuff, please be sure to subscribe, give a thumbs up, comment below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.